Morning folks. Pat as usual is busy.
Just wiping the frying pan out.
Just wiping the frying pan out. I've had
An egg.
yeah, I've had a cooked breakfast this morning. Tracy's on the mend. I think she's still not, she's still ill, but
She's going to be quite a while.
it's going to take a while. After, I don't know how many phone calls yesterday to the hospital, we finally got a doctor's decision on these injections. By what, 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Last night it took. And he says, yes, you need to take them. So I went, well, Pat and I both went to the hospital.
Again.
Last night. Again. To Ward 24. The ward where really, the gynecological ward was. The ward where she should have been on.
We thought.
We think, anyway. And of course it was very easy to, the traffic was okay. We got parked on the ground floor in the multi-storey car park instead of being on the roof or the basement.
Yeah.
Picked up the syringes, came back with them, and Pat, Dr. Whetstone, administered the injection.
I don't like needles.
Well, I wasn't going to do it.
No.
So yeah, that's that. That was our day.
Yeah.
Yesterday, really. I don't know what I was messing about. We're not a lot.
We were up and down, weren't we?
There's not a lot happening. My books, nothing seems to be happening now. I think everybody who's going to buy a book has bought one by the looks of it.
People are reading them fairly quickly.
Well, it isn't a massive book, is it?
No.
No. Yeah. I don't know, really.
A couple of friends have said they couldn't put it down. I had to just keep reading.
Yeah. I don't know. So, not many things in my head.
Have you? Well, don't forget them. Will you?
Where did I got to...
You got to there, I think.
Did I?
Yeah, you said you'd remember
yeah.
because of flagging.
Yeah, as diary. So last time we were on this campsite and I put here...
Can I just interrupt you a minute?
What?
Trudy said, because she's been for a walk this morning, she says there's 13 camper vans down at that.
13?
Yeah. I said, I don't know how they've got them all in.
Wow.
It's only a small space, isn't it, really?
Oh, dear.
13.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow. 13.
It's a park for night spot down there. I've never seen that.
No.
Good grief.
I might have to go and have a look.
It's going to be, it's funny, but I've been thinking about when we go out, and it's just going to be, I don't know. I don't know whether my imagination runs away with me. Well, it does. I don't know why I even said that. Because it does.
It does.
But I'm of the firm opinion it's going to be manic and it's going to be expensive. And I was thinking about how we use the camper.
Yeah.
And the main drain on our battery is the telly. Because you can watch the telly from 3 o'clock until midnight.
I can.
No problem at all.
No.
And that's quite a drain on the battery.
Yeah.
I mean, the lights are all LED, so they don't use a lot.
No.
So I was wondering about getting an eco what? Oh dear, I can never remember these words. You know, the portable power station.
Oh, what one of them?
No, I can't remember
them
the
little black things.
Yeah, well, not as little as that. 500. It's the EcoFlow something. It's the 500 watt hours one.
Right.
With the solar. To recharge it. It can recharge from the cigarette lighter from the solar. Or you can plug it into the mains to recharge it.
Right.
To run the telly off of it. So that the only thing that's coming off the leisure battery in the van is the lights, the fridge, and the fan for the heater.
Right.
Obviously, you won't, I mean, in the winter time, you couldn't run the electric heater off of it. I don't think there's any way you can, even if you got a big one. I mean, they get expensive. I mean, the combination that I'm talking about, the 500 with the solar, I think it's 150 watt, is it, or 200 watt solar, is 900 quid.
Right.
So if you go up from that, you know,
You're talking about if we're not hooked up to
yeah, because the last one I saw, they were asking 12 quid a night for an hookup.
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
12
quid and just for hookup.
just for hookup,
Not for the pitch.
Right.
10 quid for the pitch and 12 quid for the hookup.
Right.
And I think with the cost of juice, it is going to be expensive. So I was just thinking about that anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because it wouldn't solve the heating.
No.
I would still be using gas.
Yeah. Are you thinking if the sites are all booked up that you can free camp?
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily free camp, but go on a site with no hookup.
All right. Because, I mean, you could plug in, pay extra on campsites for what you would be paying out for £1,000 nearly for one of these things that you're on about.
You keep saying that to me. Every time I mention an alternative, you say, well, yeah, but you could get a lot of electricity for that.
Sorry. I burst in your bubble.
Well, I ain't got a bubble, I'm just researching it.
Right.
You're talking about, currently we're struggling to get under £20 a night. If we're going to £25 a night, that's 740, 7 5s are 35, that's £175 a week on site fees instead of 110.
Right.
That's a big increase. That's a week, and there's 52 of them a year.
Right.
I mean, it needs some thought, but I reckon that it'd have paid for its sin in less than a year.
Oh, wow.
So, I don't know. I haven't researched it.
Enough.
I need to start checking up on site fees. because you can't do it in advance because you don't know what they're going to be charging. You need to be doing it now in 2023 to know what the charges are going to be in 2023, don't you? You can't really research it that far in advance.
No.
Oh, anyway, back to the diary. This was on the 6th of September 2016. Glad to leave this site. A noisy, cramped place, though the owners were friendly. That's true. Yeah, we were in a very tight spot. The caravan was very near to us. And it was a really noisy farm. Arrived at Highbridge, okay. So we went from there to Highbridge in Somerset. Right. Went over the River Severn.
Right.
But I sat on my rear view camera and broke it, which has really pissed me off. Yeah, that's in them days.
Oh, yeah.
I used to have a little camera on a pedestal, and this was in the caravan, you see, and the bathroom was at the back, and it had a frosty. We'd put this stuff on the inside of the glass, when it was shaped like leaves, and it was frosted. And what I did was I cut a leaf out of it, and this camera I used to blue tack it to the worktop, you know, the kitchen top, not the kitchen top, the bathroom worktop, so that it was looking through this little hole where the leaf was. And it was Bluetooth, and it connected to a screen in the car, so I could see what was going on at the back of the van. And Pat put it on my seat, and I went and sat on it, and there was this great big grey bubble in the middle of the screen. So that was the end of that. This is the one in Highbridge. Is a nice site. Which one's that, Pat?
Would it have been that one where they were fishing, and she'd had these new toilets, and
I think it might have been
the washing machine place at the end put in. There were separate toilets and showers. Each one had a shower.
I think it was a camping and caravan club site. Yeah. Because then we weren't in the caravan club.
Right.
We were in the camping and caravan club. So it would have been a CL, but affiliated to the camping and caravan club. It was on the outskirts of Highbridge.
Yeah.
This is a nice site. Went to get some shopping in the afternoon, and after tea I went on another of my long walks. Oh yes. I'd had a look on the map, and I saw that I could walk up the road to this small village and turn left down this road, and then walk along a path alongside I think it was the motorway.
Right.
The M5. And it brought me to another road, and I walked back up so I could do a circular walk. So I set off and went. And when I got down to the motorway where this path was, it had been closed off. So I had to walk all the way back.
All the way back. You don't like walking back same way as
No. So I was shattered when I got back. Still feeling stressed and uncertain about what we are doing. You see? Not too sure.
No.
This is the following day. Woke up to the sun, which shone all day long. This is in September. Someone phoned about the house today, but they were gypsies and wanted to move the house.
Because it were a park home, you could move it. It were on a what do they call them?
Yeah, but you had to cut it in half to move it. You had to
it was a big job, I think.
take it in two halves and move them on specialist lorries. They weren't.
No.
They were crazy.
Yeah.
Went to Burnham first, to a park with a lake. Yeah. Ellen and Carl know it. They'd been there. Then walked into the sea front, the town, and had a lunch at a place where I have never seen so many silver-headed people. That's where I heard someone say that September in Burnham-on-Sea was for the newlyweds and the nearly deads.
All the silver-headed people.
Yeah. So we walked from this car park by the lake up the coastal path to Burnham-on-Sea. Walked back via the holiday park, walked back down the road, and there's a big, huge holiday park. Spent the remainder of the day sitting in the sun. We were looking. I had it in my head that we needed a base, and I thought about a static caravan. So I thought when we sold the park home, we'd maybe buy a static caravan as a base to register with the doctor and all that.
Which is what we did eventually. Yeah.
I did a little drawing, and that is in Thingyville.
We often go to that lake car parking place and walk
Been
into
there
Burnham.
quite a few times.
Yeah.
Free parking.
Yeah.
You can park a motorhome. We've been with motorhome.
There's a little cafe type place there.
Little sketch of a drawing I did. I did a pastel drawing of it. All right, the 8th of September, another nice day, which is always good when moving. Today we moved to Linton in Devon.
Oh.
And that's where it's 2 tiers, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's that thing that goes water-fed, gravity-fed lift thing. What a journey. I must be the only one who doesn't know you don't take the route that I took. Oh no, I didn't go up Porlock Hill again, did I?
I don't know.
I don't think I did, no. I think we went the scenic route.
Did we?
I think you paid £1.
Yeah.
Toll, or a toll road. It was windy.
Yeah.
But you didn't have to go up Porlock Hill.
I didn't like that. I was too
Nervous.
Yeah, too nervous.
It was majestic but air-raising.
Yeah.
From Porlock I had to take a special toll road for caravans. What a breathtaking view, but scary. And so it was until we arrived in Linton in one piece. I don't know what that means. And so it was until we arrived in Linton in one piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we stayed on a club site there.
Did we at Linton?
Yeah. I remember there were a guy and his son in a camper. Well, I didn't know they were in a camper because they were in a tent. But he'd taken his camper to be serviced or MOT'd. And they stayed, I think they just stayed one night in the tent while they had it. Everybody I've seen since then don't do that. They stay in a hotel somewhere, don't they?
Yeah.
If their camper breaks down. But these two stayed in a tent.
Yeah.
On the site. Which is a lot cheaper. I still haven't got a bookmark, have I, for this?
Oh, I meant to bring you some ribbon down.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
You failed me again.
Just leave it and I'll fetch you some day.
I got a poem here that I've never committed to memory.
One of your own.
Yeah, one of mine. It's called Let Out for Lunch.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. When we were running the gallery here, up the road were Barker's and the crane works. It were a busy place, Rodley, in them days. And the blokes used to, in the blue boiler suits, they used to walk down the road at the front over the canal bridge and up the canal back to work again on a lunchtime. On a lunchtime, I used to see them every lunchtime. So I wrote a poem about them, and I called it Let Out for Lunch. So I'll read it to you. Let out for lunch, let out for lunch, let out to circulate, you're let out for lunch. You're lost in conversation, you're planning your salvation. More happy days to come when you're let out for lunch. All those plans to gratify, to guarantee your paradise. Plans so far not done when you're let out for lunch. You give yourself directions you know you cannot follow. The more you get today, the more you'll want tomorrow. Gifts from superstores, planned kitchens on the brain, soft furnishings in Draylon, continental holidays. Boy, you've covered ground while you're walking in the sun. You know you can't escape, 'cause you're just let out for lunch.
And that was years ago.
In the 70s.
That, wasn't it?
In the 1970s I wrote that, yeah. Yeah.
Very true.
It was a speculation on what they were all talking about.
Yeah.
They were all deep in conversation when they were walking along that towpath.
Yeah.
So that's 22 minutes. So I'll have to do a piano bit another day. We're going to do a bit about pianos as well, but I'll save that for another day. Okay, folks. So that's your video for today. So all being well, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
Bye.